Suri, Edges,
Thank
and Kevin.
Thank you for the save. Suriamel Orvishanti Eshkabek Dravid Zavi. I am very grateful. But also, don't mind me asking, where's your meat?
Yeah. First of all, Schlachen Bladler der Flaffen de. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Edgius Bones Jones. I am the leader of this here gang. Don't say anything, anyone else. And I like to party.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Campaign 2. I'm very blue right now, so we're going to sort that out in just a second, but oh well, we're in the Underdark, it's fitting. What do we have to talk about tonight? Let's go straight into our previously on Malt Magic, and then we'll talk about all the other good stuff that's going on. A little bit of a change in the office here, so hopefully it's all cleaner setup for you all. But yes, previously on Malt Magic, we looked a little bit back in time to the Feywild, where Callum revealed his true loyalty to the Shrouded Lord, stealing the power of the Queen of Air and Darkness. And with that betrayal now revealed, the Planar Detective Agency had been scattered and tested following their exploits in the Beastlands. Edgius, Cavan and Takami discovered new information about Rosendum before then making a desperate escape through the Plane of Death. But now, as the party is fully reunited in the Underdark, the PDA found themselves in the city of Morna Havari. A dangerous escape from the Drider, known as Velthera, led them to one Cylindra Blackveil. Not Cylinder, Cylindra Blackveil, who told them of the Quieted, a particular faction in the Underdark, and their experiments, but she also spoke a little bit about the Abyssal Core, a relic somehow tied to the fates of this party, hidden somewhere beneath the city. On their journey, the party lost an ally, Lex being taken by a glyph trap and vanishing without a trace in a similar manner to a somewhat new but previous companion. And then pressing on, the others soon found themselves fighting against fungal horrors, these corpses that had been twisted into spore-infested thralls deep in the caves of the Quieted. So now, with enemies setting in and surrounding them, we left off with the cavern erupting with light as Lex, somehow free of his captors, returned in a surge of arcane power. Just behind him, sort of to his side, another figure even stepping out of the collapsing arcane light. So, our party is reunited, but more enemies approach, and the battle continues in the dark halls of Morna Havari. Content warnings, as always, will be in the full description when this episode goes to VOD and on podcast, but do be mindful that there is a lot of adult language, a lot of adult humour. This is very much an adult stream. You have been warned. Let's roll. Hello. Look at that. New background, a little bit of a changed up lineup for tonight. So yes, I will talk about that. Tom unfortunately can't be with us tonight because he has some pressing family matters to deal with, but we're sending him lots of love, and we miss him greatly. However, we are rejoined by Steve once again. So welcome back, Steve. We will go down the lineup and sort of say hello. But yeah, let's start there. I am Matt. I am your Dungeon Master for this evening, and I will be Jaegering Cavern for at least a portion. Also playing the psychic character of Dakami and trying to run the game generally. So there we go.
Hello, I am Dave, and I'm playing Jewel of Shadows, the female Tabaxi rogue.
Hello, and I'm Danny, and I play Lex Ordo, who's back in business, fresh from torture, so he's going to be kicking ass and taking names.
Hi, I'm Steve. I am Suri, who's also feeling a little raw and in a bad mood because of it.
Oh. I am Bodhi, and I am playing Idius Bones Jones, and I'm not sore or being tortured, so I'm excited, I guess. God, everyone else is having so much fun.
Let me join, let me join.
Amazing.
Pick me.
Pick me.
I surrender. No, the other thing.
Edgius is such a pick-me, dude. Edgius is such a fucking pick-me, dude. It's not even funny, bro.
The fact that he gets FOMO of the fact that he wasn't taken.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but
He's not been
I
bound and gagged once.
I want to be the damsel. What the fuck?
Not on the screen anyway.
Who knows what Takami likes in the bedroom?
Well, yeah, indeed.
Oh.
Anyway, before we go down that rabbit hole, look, Malt and Magic continues to celebrate their 5th year of streaming, or our 5th year of streaming. Not sure why I went into the third person there. That was a bit weird. But
likes
yes,
this.
with a very, very big giveaway. So we do have a copy of Daggerheart, the core set, up for grabs, a dice tray and accessories from Trade and Tested, and 5 Patreon subscriptions for 3 months going to people who earn tickets. Now, if you want to figure out and understand how you earn those tickets, it's all available on social media. It's also available on the website in a blog. So go check that out and go earn those tickets. Go get them. Go get them. Do not miss out on that chance to win that Daggerheart core set, because it's a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun playing Daggerheart, and if you've not caught the Foria mini-series yet, I highly recommend you go and watch that as well. Cool. With all that being said, any more pre-announcements from anyone? If not...
The competition's your losers.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
It's a chance to become a winner, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I was doing reverse
There we go.
psychology. I read it in a book.
I like it. Very good. In which case, let's
I didn't know you could read.
begin. Jewel, Cavern, Takami, and Aegeus, currently surrounded by these strange humanoid fungal creatures, were engrossed in this battle and very much dealing damage everywhere. But there was a moment where hammers were dropped and things were looking a little bit like they weren't going to go in your favour, at which point there was this blinding flash of crackling energy, and one Lex Ordo comes dashing down the hall, followed shortly after by one Cirillo Minovisanti Eshkebek Dravid Zavi, also known as Suri, and that is the one and only time I am ever saying that full name, Steve.
How many times did you practice it?
I didn't. I've got it written down in front of me just so I could read
Like
it
phonetically.
That would have been so hilarious if what you'd done is, his name is, and then just press a button on his stream deck and just say his name, and then be like, see,
I might do that now, actually. We've done it. We've clipped it. I can do that from here. But yes, Suri also stepping out from behind Lex. But before we deal with that encounter, we're going to roll it back a little bit to a number of hours previous. Lex, you have just heard the voice of your brother calling you, and you've stepped into this arcane trap, and with a flash of arcane light, you find yourself in a very cramped jail cell. There is what can only be described as gore and viscera scattered about the walls, and all over the bars, in fact, of this particular jail cell. What would you like to do?
So as I kind of blinker through the light, I'll be like, Silas? And then I'll kind of slip on an intestine, and I'll be like, oh my God. And then I'll kind of check the bars and give them a shake and try and rattle them, and then... Because is it pitch black in the room? Or is it... Obviously I can see in the dark anyway, but It's not like magical darkness or anything.
No, it's not magical darkness, but it is dark down here. It's also very, very quiet. The minute you begin to rattle those bars as such, even though they don't make a huge amount of noise, it echoes throughout this cavern. Siri.
Oh, shit.
You have been down here for a number of hours longer. You have already had the first stage of quieted questioning, shall we speak, which was involved essentially being put on a contraption and having your limbs stretched out to a certain point and being questioned. Who are you? Why do you look like the drow? As they wipe the makeup off. Tell us how to get to the surface. What secrets do you know as they continue to stretch and stretch and stretch you? I would like you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
God, you don't have them very often, do you?
It's usually wisdom saving throws for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
And apparently I'm out of practice, so that's a 12.
A 12. There's a moment where you can almost feel the joints beginning to pop and stretch. Now make me a constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, that's better. 18.
18. You can feel the pain racking your body as these questions continue to fire. From somebody who stands in darkness, what do you say to them?
I don't know what you expect to learn from me.
We expect answers. And you hear the strange sort of skittering as a Drider descends, or at least their body descends down to meet you eye to eye on this rack. I will stretch you until your bones pop, and then I will put them back and do it again and again until you give me something valuable.
Oh, a little more, and you may fix my back. And then he spits in his face.
Yes! Come on, sorry.
Very well then. And they draw a blade and then stab it into your gut.
Oh.
You are going to take...
I mean, this group is renowned for de-escalating situations, aren't we?
Not, to be fair, that was really piss poor roll. You're only going to take 4 points of piercing damage. Sorry. It's almost.
Am I right in
cuts
assuming that I no
clean
longer have my
through.
armour on?
Your armour is sort of... In fact, no, they have taken your armour off. I didn't, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
That is relevant.
So yeah, this blade pierces into your gut as they just twist it slowly. You sure you've got nothing for us?
The surface is up, which you would know if you weren't an idiot.
They pull the blade out and then just lick along the blade. It's been a long time since we tasted elf. Dwarf, more commonly. But elves, not in a long time. Stretch him more. I will be back in an hour. The torture continues. Questioning stopped. I would like you to make me another Constitution saving throw, please.
So 16.
16. Despite the pain, despite your muscles stretching to almost their brink. You stay conscious as an unseen individual just continues to crank a handle somewhere. Make me another strength saving throw, please.
13.
13. I'm going to take an additional 2 points of damage. As the muscle fibers begin to tear at this point. And this continues. Up until the point where your constitution does fail you. And you pass out. You have no idea how much time passes. But then you begin to hear the rattling of bars next to you as you awake and find your wounds bizarrely healed.
Who's there? What do you want?
Lex, you hear a voice in the darkness.
You sound strangely familiar. Have we met before? And I'll bring my face like close to the bars to try and see out. Or are they in the cell with me?
No, they are. From what it sounds like, they're in the cell just to the left of you.
So I'll try and look out. What is this place?
Oh. Is this the next round of torture?
No, I'm a prisoner too. Have they beat you to delirium? What's going on? What can I expect in here?
It's a lot of fun. Lex.
How do you know my... No. Suri, is that you?
Yes. Oh, well done. You've managed to give them my name after however long of me not.
Sorry.
What happened to you?
I think I fell for the same trap as you. I heard my brother's voice, and I walked towards it, and then poof, I'm here. Have you been down here this whole time?
I think so. I've been at a bit of a nap.
Have you managed to gather any intel on a possible way to escape?
No, the only one I've been offered so far is they're going to pull all of my bones apart, which I suppose would make it easier to fit through the bars. But I'm open to better ideas.
Oh, do I have any ideas? I'll do like acid splash on the bars and see if it'll melt them.
Okay. Roll to hit, please.
It's a Dex 19 saving throw, so I'm assuming a cage will fail that, right?
In which case, if it's a Dex saving throw, it fails it because it can't move. So yeah.
Yep.
Roll damage, please.
3d6. 11.
11. As you do this acid splash, slowly but surely, these bars begin to dissolve. And a small hole begins to form where you've splashed this acid across.
Suri is working. I can melt the bars. I'll keep myself free and then I'll free you. And I'll just keep repeating that until there's a hole big enough for me to squirm out of, and then I'll attempt, because it's a cantrip, I can just keep spaffing it. And then I'll attempt to do it to Suri's bars.
Make me a stealth check, please.
Oh. That's pretty apt. 8.
8.
we
as
give
you
away
melt
keeping
your
heals.
bars and dissolve them enough, you sort of flop out of the cell itself, and your heels do sort of catch on the floor, but also there's this ding, ding, ding as one part of the undissolved bar, or a portion that sort of dissolved at the top and the bottom, and then falls to the floor, and you instantly hear this and this soft squelch. Something begins to step towards you.
There's nowhere to hide, is there?
I mean, it's
I
dark
will-
down here.
So for example, if I imagine the layout of the place, is there one way in and one way out?
So from what you can see, you are in what looks like an alcove cavern of sorts. There's at least 6 cells. Suri in the one to the left of you, but it feels like, or at least sense from what you can see, sorry, using your dark vision, it looks like the others are empty, but all of them covered in viscera, gore, no matter how old, some of it rotting, some of it stinking. What you then see as you look to the side is this humanoid creature of sorts, covered in fungal growths. The lungs where they once were replaced by these sacks of what look like spores. And one arm, this lash-like appendage, as it just steps towards you, slowly.
So I've already been spotted,
With
essentially.
a single entrance and exit out of this room was the question I didn't answer, but will now answer.
Okay. So if he's in the way, I'll give him the opportunity. If you let us pass, I don't know why I went British. If you let us pass, I'll let you live. I'm going to free my friend here, and we're going to leave. If you want to keep your life, you'll let us go.
And with that, it rushes you instantly. Runs up and goes to slam itself against you. Oh, bollocks, let's just use that d20. It's not great off the bat. It's a 9 to hit as it sort of stumbles towards you and
Nope.
so it misses. And I'll say it sort of, as it misses, it stumbles and heads towards the cage you've just exited, or the cell you've just exited. What do you do now?
So as it lunges me, I'll kind of sidestep it, and then as it stumbles past, I'm just going to go with a sorceress blast, and I'm going to a sorceress blast, yep, and I'm going to choose fire damage. So that is a 19 to hit
19 is absolutely going to hit.
with 11 fire damage.
11 points of fire damage. This creature begins to burn. Are they set on fire by this, or is it just an arcane burst at this point?
No, it's just fire damage because it's the one where I
fire
can
damage.
pick loads of damages. So yeah,
That's fine.
it's fine.
So, yeah, essentially your sorceress arcane energy just bursts out of you. These flames raking over the back of this creature as you watch a lot of these fungal growths just wither and close up across its back as you burn this black mark across it. And it sort of stumbles round again. Siri, is there anything you'd like to do in this moment?
I think there's 2 questions. One, do I still have my druidic focus, which is it's a shark's tooth that I wear around my neck like a surfer?
Absolutely.
And can I see where my other belongings are?
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Excellent. Then yes, you do see they're just sort of piled up in a corner of the room, not even secured away. It's like the proprietors of this particular jail or this particular set of caves don't ever expect people to escape.
Okay. So, on that basis, Suri's going to have an idea that he probably should have had quite a few hours ago. He's going to cast Misty Step.
Could have escaped whenever.
Yeah, no, I was drilling them for information until you interrupted. Misty Step towards that. Now, obviously, putting on my armor and everything is going to take a hot minute, but I can presumably at least grab my sword.
Of course you can.
Yeah, so I would like to do that, and then I will head over to as close as I can to start. If possible, I would then also like to start hitting this thing, but I don't know what the distance is.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say you're able to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, that is a
Dave.
17 and a 22.
Can we have a little bit of battle music, please, sir? As Suri Misty steps out, grabs the sword, turns and runs, and swipes. The AC you have to beat is 13 on this thing.
Well, they both hit then. So that is 16 damage for the first one, and 13 damage for the second one.
Excellent. You run in as this creature turns and just slice it in 3 parts, essentially, or into 3 parts. And it just falls down onto the floor. It's at this moment you then begin to hear in the distance more of this. I would like you also to make me perception checks, both of you, please.
Oh, come on. We're on that one.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Lex, you don't hear it as you're just so focused in on this moment and probably completely disoriented still from the fact you've just sort of landed here. Suri, you've had a moment to adjust to your new surroundings, but cutting this creature in 3, you then hear not only these strange sort of breathy moans, but also a familiar sound of skittering. You have a short space of time where you can potentially escape this jail now. What would you both like to do?
Well, I'm assuming that's not going to be a long enough amount of time to get my armor on.
Not right now, no.
No, okay, so I would grab everything, really.
Did you want to put it in my bag of holding?
Yes, thank you. I'll keep my shield and a few other bits, but yes. Okay. How good are you at moving either quietly? Oh, no, we've already covered that one, haven't you? Terrible. If... I don't know.
Do you know the outside of this room? Do you know the layout at all?
No, I arrived much like you did.
Okay. Can I try and get a sense of where our allies are to see if it gives me a direction? I know there's only one way out of this room, but once we get out of there, I suppose we're just going to have to wing it, aren't we?
How would you like to do that?
I think I might be able to reach in, to be fair, because I can only sense if they're on the same plane as me. A general direction might be pushing it. So what we'll do, I'll try and sneak out with Suri, and I'll just keep an ear out for people sounding angry, because that'll probably tell me where Aegeus is.
Excellent.
Okay.
I am going to set this counter with a d4 on the 4. I would like you both to make me stealth checks if that's what you are now doing, please.
I would like to cast Pass Without Trace.
Fantastic. Plus 10.
Come on. Which is good, because that gave me 21.
Nice.
On a nat 1, because I have to roll... Oh, no, I don't roll a disadvantage. Because I'm not in my heavy armor. Excellent. In that case, that's much better. It's 22.
22, brilliant. You both sort of shove your items into the bag of holding that Lex holds out, and then both of you somehow now, with this aura of quiet around you, just begin to sneak out. You dash up this first hallway and see these creatures shambling towards you and a dark shadow behind them, and in that moment you just duck into a left-hand cavern and begin to creep your way along this new cave as everything begins to get a little bit quieter. You are now deep in the Caverns of the Quieted, unknowing really what your position in the city is or where to go. Which direction would you like to head? Although that's a fairly stupid question at this point. You can either head back to go towards where these creatures have come from, or you can carry on ahead of you.
Do we need to head up, do you think?
I don't know. It'd be far more comfortable if we could find somewhere where I can don my armor. I'm feeling a little exposed, so away from those.
So I'll keep watch if you want. Here's as good as any, right?
Maybe. They have one of those spider creatures with them. They're very unpleasant.
Oh. Are they invisible? What do I need to look out for?
Like a half of a person on an enormous spider. Quite easy to spot. I don't know whether it wasn't invisible when I saw it. I hope it can't go invisible. If we maybe move a little further along, if we can be as quick as possible. We should be fairly good to hide whilst the spell is up.
Well, just start doing it now, and I'll hold the bag open. Just, you know how it works, right?
Yeah. So Suri, having encountered a bag of holding before, goes, that's an excellent idea, and just climbs into the bag to start putting his armor on inside the bag.
Very good. In which case, because technically they just go into a demiplane somewhere, so
Well,
you're floating in darkness.
Can I pull them out? Can I pull them out? Like scoop them to me and then climb into the bag?
Absolutely. So you pull everything that's yours out and then sort of hop in. And yet again, we are in the bag of holding sort of weird space. So what is your constitution modifier, please, Suri?
A little unorthodox, but okay.
+2.
+2. You have 3 minutes of air.
Oh.
I think there's 10 minutes in there anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought they had a baseline.
Yes, there is.
Box
No, ignore me. Yes, it's 10 plus. Yeah, go for it. So you've got 13
Excellent.
minutes.
Fantastic. Yes, I will just start putting on my armor as quickly as I can.
Very good. Lex, make me perception checks, please. Or perception check.
Ooh,
I'll
17.
get his head screwed on. 17. Everything for now seems quiet.
Can I just double check? In the whole me teleporting and disappearing, right? Now he's in the bag, I'll kind of just put him back to my side. I'll just, Cog, you in there, little buddy?
Which, for you, is... Yeah, I'm here. What's going on?
We're in a bit of a predicament. I just wanted to check you were still functioning and everything was okay, but I want you to stay hidden because I think you're the sort of thing they will want to steal down here.
Okay, I can do that.
Unless I don't want you to leave, but maybe you could go and find the others and tell them where we are, or find a way out of here. But then I don't want to risk losing you.
You must make a decision. Which directive do you wish to give me?
Yeah, stay here. Yeah, I'm too scared to let you go.
Just rolls back into your pocket.
And I'll put my head in and I'll just go, how long are you going to be? Come back up. And just put it to my ear to see if I can hear a response.
You just get a poke in the cheek, and then nearly there.
Very good. Make me another perception check then, Lex.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
That's twice tonight. That dice is going.
My counter goes down by 1. I'm nicking some rules from Daggerheart here.
I like it.
Because it works. Very good. You don't hear anything, but almost there's that sense of unease that sets in because you're not quite sure whether you were too distracted by the poke in the cheek, or it's that quiet down here, or other stuff is going on and you're just not sure what's going on in this moment.
Okay.
We'll say 2 minutes pass. Surrey, make me a dexterity check. Let's see how quickly you can don this armor under stress.
I'm going to use a lucky on that. That's better. You say dexterity?
Yes, please. Straight dexterity.
19.
Nice.
19. Somehow you manage to don this battered crystalline armor, and then like a hand begins to pop out of the bag of holding, Lex, ready for you to yank him out, essentially.
So I'll always hold the hand like that and then just pull the bag down just to reveal the rest of Suri. And then
I'm sorry to use this analogy, but it's like rolling off a condom.
Well, yeah, I'll peel back the foreskin of the bag of holding to reveal Suri's head. And then
I've
I'll
never
kind
been
of lay it,
unsheathed before.
and then I'll lay it down and just sort of let him crawl out like he's being born.
Very good. I would like you both to make me stealth checks at this point, then, please.
Oh, does pass without a trace still count?
Yes, it does now.
Good.
Suri's back out the bag of holding.
19. At plus
Well,
10
that one is that is a disadvantage, which is unfortunate because the first one's quite good. That's a 19.
19 by law of averages. You do manage to succeed in this moment then. You are out. Suri is now fully garbed in armor, sword sort of sheath. In fact, it's a sword sheath or the sword out?
Oh no, the sword is out, and he's
Sword out, shield.
not looking hugely happy.
Very good. What would you like to do?
Where do you think we should go?
Well, we could go back and kill those bastards back there, or we could carry along this way and see what's further along. I don't know.
I
maybe.
think I'd rather have backup before we attempt a mass murder.
That makes sense. Were the others still with you?
Yes, and we've got more reinforcements. Our friends that we
good.
told you we'd lost, they actually managed to find our way back, so we're at full strength. Minus me and you. But
All right. Well, I think we're probably going to have to fight our way through whatever we come against along this way. My concern is if we take it too slow, we've already waited too long. They will not be far behind if they come looking.
is the time for stealth over?
Well, I mean, we can probably move quietly, but quickly.
Okay.
Very good. How long does Pass Without a Trace last for, Suri?
An hour. Although, the moment he felt like there was any threat of actual combat, he would be dropping it for something else.
That's okay. At the minute, you feel like you're in an okay spot. I won't say a good spot. It certainly doesn't seem like you're in imminent danger. Just pressing danger, shall we say. I will say you head further along this route, and it begins to split out. What I would like you to do is make me 3 more stealth checks each.
23, 28, and 22 with the plus 10s.
Christ.
24, 25, and 19.
Excellent stuff. You spend a number of hours now, then, as Pass Without a Trace wears off. You get so far into the caverns, and then playing a little bit fast and free with the rules here. You begin to use the darkness to your advantage and the silence, and just as far as possible, begin to navigate around. It's almost too quiet down here. And then that silence is rent as you hear screams, explosions, metal on metal thuds, bodies seemingly slumping to the ground. And as you duck your head around a corner, you see a whole stream of these fungal creatures. Mycofiends, or mycofiends, as I will now tell you they are called. Run! But they're not focused on you. They streak off up a hallway, up this cave, into the distance, and you hear the distant shouts of your allies. The grunts of Takami as she swings that dragon staff into foes. The sound of the gavel of equity striking against the floor as Cavan swings it down. The screams of Aegeus as he effectively but chaotically dances around this battlefield, and the silent, swift strikes of Jewel into these enemies. You rush after them, and Lex, in that moment, with a bit of a poetic license, given we've already said this, you feel, just from the chaos down here, the sheer unknowing and the sheer fear, that roiling of wild magic within you, which you just unleash. And I think I said last time when we finished it was like a lightning bolt. As you see at the end of this hallway your friends surrounded by enemies, and this arcane energy scatters the immediate foes surrounding your party, and you are all reunited in this moment as Takami just turns and goes, "Well, thank fuck you found us."
Your timing is impeccable, Lex.
Oh God, I feared you died. I'm sorry. Did anybody get hit by that?
Hey, Suri! What?
No.
How? What?
I brought backup.
So did I? What? Right, and then immediately back into the presumably like stuff around us.
Can I?
Do you have this brief reunion?
I need to roll on the table, don't I?
You do indeed. Let's go for it. I like the inclusion of that. But we will say, while you're doing that, as more enemies begin to surround you all, I would like everybody to roll me some initiative, please.
Happy days.
Get advantage on initiative. Ooh. 11.
11 for Lex.
16 for Jewel.
16 for Jewel. Steve?
I have advantage on initiative, and that's still a 7.
8
7.
on initiative for Aegeus.
Oh, there we go. That's Cavan rolling 9 as well. I do just need to pull up Takami's character sheet very quickly. I'll do that.
Just as a note, because it was related to what I was saying about the approach of combat, if it would be allowed, Suri would have cast Conjure Minor Elementals as soon as he had seen things that he was going to have to kill. Now, I don't know whether that's a pre-combat move or not.
I'll allow it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Joyful.
So, do you want me to tell you the consequence of my magic skirt?
We all want to know what it is.
Luckily, I was one category away from turning it into a potted plant, so that could have been fun.
That could have been the repeat of campaign 1.
But this is quite cool, actually. So as I blast out and kill all the enemies, what also happens is Aegeus, Jewel, and Cavan also become invisible.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So 3 creatures I can choose have the invisible condition for 1 minute. It ends as soon as you make an attack roll, cast a spell, or deal damage, but you are essentially invisible now.
Fantastic.
So I've come onto the battlefield. Me and Suri have burst in, and I'm like, where did everybody go?
From Suri's perspective, he's like, did you just kill them?
No, we're right here. What? Wait.
And then Cog will come out with his true sight and be like, they're invisible, you idiot.
You made us invisible?
I think I did. I didn't do it on purpose. I don't know why I'm still whispering. Everybody's dead.
Can we hear the enemies coming back up?
Oh yes, you can very much hear them like dashing up towards you. Yeah, but so for some reason, Words decided to uninstall itself on my machine, so I'm.
I thought
Work
I'd
to our
be brave
advantage.
as well,
Take up positions. Me and Suri will draw them in, and you can bounce.
So, Matt, are we still in that
Yes.
circular room that we were in last time with the mushroom
Yes,
folk?
Yeah, but they're all dead now. Lex has scattered them. What you now hear is coming from either side, essentially, is more of these creatures, and they seem to be moving at pace. So you have this circular room, but you know that either route out of this is now going to be into foes. You have a moment as we roll initiative of setup. So where would you like to position yourselves? This circular room itself is probably around 40 feet by 40 feet, if you like, and about 40 feet. Radius.
Is there anything
diameter.
that Jewel can hide behind? Forgetting she's invisible immediately, she'd like to hide behind
Suri?
something. That
Cavan?
will do. I didn't know whether there was like any pillars, any barrels,
Cavan's
any
invisible.
boxes.
There's probably like I don't even know what you call them. There's columns as such where it's almost like stalagmites and stalactites have fused in these caves.
Yeah.
So there's two of them, I will say, in this immediate circular room, just dotted.
It's also still quite dark, or is it like luminescent mushrooms in here?
The mushrooms are not currently luminescent because
Nice.
most of them have been fucking destroyed by the
Yeah.
arcane burst that just happened.
Cool. Jewel bounces off Cavern and goes, "Oh crap, you're invisible too!" And then we'll go and hide behind a stalagmite / tight.
Very good.
Suri would
Unbeknown to anyone, is just looking around, picks the hammer up, and the hammer goes invisible.
Suri would head towards whichever the nearest entrance was. He would activate Wrath of the Sea as well, because while you're stacking things, why not? And basically stand to brace himself to try and blockade whatever could come through that. Like he is standing at the mouth of that tunnel.
Excellent. Edgius.
I will rush to the cave wall of the room of which we're in, and Edgius, just feeling trapped and closed in, is just gonna and just kind of like let out a blast of like energy. And for the first time, I'm gonna cast telekinesis, which allows me to manipulate objects or people. I can move any huge or smaller object. If the object isn't being worn or carried, you automatically move it 30 feet in any direction. So I like to just cut a hole in this wall and just blast a huge chunk of stone out of this wall and backwards, so that we can hopefully enter the next room next to us as well if we need to.
I love it. Roll me a D100, please.
86.
86. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I went with a 50-50 chance there whether you batter into the next room. And yes, essentially you move this chunk of rock. Where would you like to throw this chunk of rock?
I'm gonna, I'll pull it out. So I'll like pull it out of the wall as like almost shadowy smoke is enveloping it in what look like almost tentacles. And he's gonna like kind of whip it round and be like, new guy, move out the way. And then he's just gonna throw it at the entrance to our room, basically.
So there's an invisible person not knowing where he is.
Was it Cavan that was invisible or Suri that was invisible, Lex?
Edgius, Cavern, and Jewel. But as soon as they cast a spell
Right.
or an attack, they become visible again.
Okay, so Edgius is now visible in that moment. Cavan is off the side. Well, not that anybody knows, but Cavan's off to the side somewhere. Suri, you see this massive piece of rock now just flying towards you in these dying moments of the setup. I will allow you a final movement should you wish.
I think probably will. If it looks like it's going to actually obstruct the entrance, I would charge over to the other one. And
Excellent stuff. Well,
again, brace
the new
myself.
entrance.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. So you dash towards where Edgius has just thrown this rock. Edgius, I'm actually going to say, roll me, make me a spell casting ability check, actually, please, as you take this rock and throw it.
That is a 21.
21 is going to hit the first creature that comes around this corner, which is one of these bigger fungal beings known as a Mycophene servitor. As it steps round, I would like you to roll me 3d6 damage, please.
3d6. That's 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage as the rock hits it and then cracks over it and shatters. Takami sort of takes a moment where she looks back at you stunned and then steps forward and swings that dragon staff, the amethyst dragon staff, and she is going to aim to hit that servitor that's also stepped through the room. That will be not enough to hit. She misses as it sort of stumbles back. So she will then use a bonus action and slams the staff into the ground and flies back 30 feet and is now flying in the air. As then, not one, but two, but three of the giant hulking Mycophenes enter the room. Closest one is, or the one that's sort of in the middle right now, is going to be Lex, as Suri and Edgius have sort of disappeared off, so they're going to head immediately towards you. They only have 25 feet of movement, though, so I'm going to say they have to dash to get to you, and that will be their go. And then we are over to Jewel.
Okay, so how far away am I from the closest individual that's just arrived into the room?
I will say from where you're hidden now, you're probably around 10 feet away from this small group of servitors that have stepped into the room.
Okay. Interesting. I would like to... how many of them are there? Sorry. Is there a
three of these big bastards that have entered the room.
Yeah.
You do hear what sounds like a number of the slower, smaller individuals coming through. I say smaller, they are medium, but the servitor is like physically larger.
Bigger, yes.
Looks like more muscular, if that makes sense.
Jules going to dart for the front one. However, will then dart to then the one behind to the left, to her left. Okay. Simply because thinking Cavan can't see me at the moment and might hit me. So, knowing that Cavan's going to likely go for the one in the front. So he's going to dart off to the one to the side. And he's going to try and attack, which should have advantage, I hope.
Absolutely, because you're invisible.
Yeah, so I will no longer be invisible after this one. I'm glad that I did that one. That is 19 plus stuff, which is 29.
Yes.
Yeah, marvellous. So, for the first, I haven't pre-rolled these, I apologise. So, give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 d6. Yeah, I love it. Play a rogue, guys. It's great fun. So 2, 4, 6, 10, 14, 18, 24 plus, so 29 points of piercing damage to this one. 29
points of piercing damage. You can do the Dusk Dagger extra if you've been hitting with the Dusk Dagger there.
And I actually need to add a little bit more onto it because also if I do... so I'll do another one of that one. So bear in mind that is another 1 point of piercing, and ignore what I pressed on that one. Where was the?
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's a D8. That's it. Thank you.
So an additional
3 points. So
an additional 4 points total.
Yes. Yeah. Then. Bonus action, disengage, and will sort of... So she comes running in. She just stabs straight into the chest of this thing, but I'm guessing that it doesn't quite have the anatomy that we expect, so it kind of does damage, but not quite as much. So then just kind of lifts herself up, because she's not particularly big, and then will just plant her feet on the chest and then just launch off and flip backwards, pulling the dagger with her, and then goes back.
Excellent
and
stuff.
She can't bonus action hide, but she will go a ways away.
That's fine. So you then move backwards and just dart out of range, so to speak. But if you are doing so... Sorry, did you disengage there? Or
Disengage, not hiding.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah,
no
very good.
opportunity attack, but I'm not hidden.
Very good. As you stab into the second of these creatures, not going for the immediate one first in line. Lex, we are round to you as 3 of these creatures.
Can I just say that if I darted back, I would have tried to go back near Edgius. Find him.
So you loop round the other way,
Yeah,
essentially.
slide up next to Edgius and go, what are we going to do? Are we going to try and take these out?
I will bow and go, door, and gesture to the gap in the wall that I've made.
Looks over and goes, that's a really good fucking point. Okay.
As there is an entrance into a chamber that looks like it's got a number of desks and chairs and stuff in there.
I'm going to say that I've used all my movement to just get up to Edgius, so I'm going to stay there.
Perfect stuff. Lex, you have 3 of these fungal creatures immediately stepping up to you, and you can see these slower creatures slowly entering the room now as well. What are you doing?
So if there's 3 directly in front of me, I will immediately cast a gear barrage. So I'll look at them and you'll just see like one disc start to form in my hand, almost like Krillin from Dragon Ball Z. And as I launch it, it then just splits into loads of gears in a cone, which is a... Fucking hell, it's a 60-foot cone. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I didn't think you were that big.
That's what she said.
So that is a Dex 19 saving throw from all of those, please.
I'm also going to have to make Cavan make this Dex saving throw, because you can't see him, but he is in the way. So Dex saving throw for the creatures is a 5. Dex saving throw for Cavan is a natural 20.
Hey, yo.
25. And as per homebrew rules, we are going to halve that for... half then half again for Cavan, I believe.
So he'll take quarter damage of what I'm about to roll.
Yep.
Oh, that's dog shit damage. That is only 9 points of slashing damage.
9 points of slashing damage as these gears just... and you then, in that moment, as the gears strike Cavan for... What would that be? 3
2
points of damage total, because we round up.
Yep.
Cavan is then revealed and just sort of looks at you and goes, "What the fuck, dude?"
I didn't know you were there.
What? Anyway, anything else on your turn?
So, are they within melee range of me after I've spaffed them, or are they? If I move, will I get an opportunity attack? So
They're in melee range with you currently. They basically use their dash to get within melee range of you.
I will probably then stay where I am and just be like, look at Smuggler and just be like, bring it on.
Excellent stuff. As you do that then, Cavan, sort of having just been hit by that gear, lifts up the gavel of equity and in a moment of almost silent prayer closes his eyes and brings the gavel down. But as his eyes open, there is that determined, focused rage, as Cavan is going to use his rage feature.
Oh.
Because I'm Jaeger and Cavan, so I get to do what I want. So, as he then rages, you notice this glow around the hammer, and he is going to immediately rush forward, can get to the first one, or sorry, the last one in the line, if you like. But he is going to use his first attack, and I'm going to do all this on D&D Beyond just to make my life easy, and he is going to swing at that creature. Now, I just need to double check the new rage rules. In fact, there's an option he's not picked here, but we'll sort that in a minute. Rage damage. Okay, cool. So he's going to swing. Where are we? There we are. Oh, that's really disappointing. That is 11 to hit. As he's not used his rage in a while, so he swings and misses, but then focuses again. I don't believe he has anything such as reckless yet, so no, that's a different thing. Okay, he is then going to just swing again. Hopefully with something better. Natural 20, there we go.
Hey,
he is two-handing this fucker, so that is going to be... Come on. That is going to be an initial 19 points of bludgeoning damage. Bum, bum, bum.
Cavin's backhand swing's always better, so he's missed with the forearm and he's come back with a...
So he then swings back. Gets an extra D8 of radiant damage on top of that, so that's going to be 2d8. I forgot the rage damage as well, which will be an extra... I'm just going to say 4 because I need to go look that up. And then he also, because of his rage, is going to use his Divine Fury, which is 1d6 plus 5 radiant damage. That will be 2d6 plus 5 plus a d8 for a grand total extra of... that was bollocks. 9 points of additional radiant damage as that second swing slams into the back creature, that sort of the rearmost creature, and that will be... Yeah, that'll be his go. So we are then over to Edgius.
I'm gonna look to Lex and Cavan and be like, "What are you doing? They're fucking... Go through the door!" And I'm gonna gesture to my door again, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna cave it in! Just hurry up! And Matt, basically my telekinesis is a concentration spell that lasts for 10 minutes. I can reactivate it every turn, basically. Again, objects I don't have to... There's no check or anything like that for. So what I will do is, within my perception, do I think Danny, Tom, and Suri will make it to my door or to me within the next round? Like, do they have enough movement to get to me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. In that case, then I'm gonna like back through the door, stand on the other side, and I'm gonna just ready my action to collapse the roof onto my doorway and seal them in that room, and that'll be that.
Nice.
And that'll be my turn.
Cool. So you just
I'll turn around and I'll be like, "Hey, new guy! Yeah,
What?
you!
What?
You're doing great!" And I'll give you Bardic Inspiration.
Nice. I love it.
That's a D10, by the way.
Ooh,
for Bardic
nice.
Inspiration.
Ooh.
And that'll be the end of my turn. As I back through my door and I point my hands to the archway above the door, and black tendrils will come from the ends of my fingers, and they'll begin tickling the top of the archway of my door in preparation to collapse
the
it.
tip.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent stuff. In that moment, then, sir, you hear this shout. You receive Bardic Inspiration. Your go, my friend.
What is the nearest thing to me, and how far am I from the door?
So you were, I think you'd said you'd sort of moved over towards where Edgius was anyway. So the nearest thing to you is one of these creatures that is stood next to Lex, and then you are probably only about 20 feet away from this makeshift doorway.
Do you think that I could get to that creature and then through the door?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, having the minor elementals up, there's sort of this kind of like aura of just a sort of swirling mass of slightly ethereal shapes that are broadly nautical in theme, and having activated but not like projected the Wrath of the Sea, the salty rime that's all over Surrey's armor starts to kind of like expand, and then there's this, as he charges in, this kind of like burst out, and there's this like howling squall that forms around him. And as he runs in and just absolutely lays into this thing, I would like to use a bonus action to cast Anticipate Weakness.
Okay.
Which gives me gives me advantage on my attacks until the end of this turn.
Excellent stuff.
So the first two attacks, my two attacks. Yeah, the first one's crit.
Hey!
Yes.
Hey!
Which is going to really hurt because I'll use Primal Strike on that as it's my first attack. So, hang on, doing the dice. 6 plus damage from elementals, 18. Double that because it's a crit, so 36. Plus 7 from the attack itself, so that's 43 damage. Mostly cold, with 7 slashing.
43 points of damage. Excellent stuff. You slice across this first creature and watch as this ice begins to just form along the gash and then cracks open, very much destroying part of this creature. It is beyond bloodied at this point, and is sort of staggering about in true zombie-like fashion, with half of its body sort of folded over to one side.
Second attack then, which is much more lackluster. That is an 18 to hit.
18 still hits.
And that is 25 damage.
That was the magic number you needed.
Yes.
As you then sort of bring your blade back around and slice back through. Hey, Raiders! What a time to enter. As Surrey just delivers the killing blow to one of these Mycophene's servitors. And you watch as its two halves just fall to the side. Now, when it... I need Surrey, Lex, and Jewel to make me DC 15 Constitution saving throws, please, as this creature bursts into these spores.
That included Jewel, didn't it?
Yes. Lex, Surrey, and Jewel.
Constitution.
And Cavan, actually, saying that.
It's a 23 for Surrey.
Succeed.
Constitution?
Yes, Cavan just succeeds with a 15.
I got a natural 20 because I get advantage while I got Soul Trinket. Hey.
Nice.
Well, now there's natural 20s. Jeez.
I got a 28.
Nice. Nobody takes any poison damage. You see this explode, and instinctively everybody just goes and holds their breath.
Is Lex now? Is Lex now free of attack of opportunity threats?
Nope, there's still 2 more around him.
Oh, in that case, I suppose I should probably action surge and move to the next nearest.
Very good.
So, attack. I love champions. So that's another crit.
Hey!
Come on.
Well, I don't get my primal strike on that one.
So I'm going to do that one. God, I'm going to wear out this button.
15. That's 37 for the first hit.
Okay.
Very much bloodied this creature now as well.
The second one's a 27, but nothing exciting. Another 21.
21 points of damage. You deal 2 more vicious wounds to the back of this second servitor. Its body begins to sort of like, you chop off one of the arms, which just begins to languish on the floor and begin to crawl around of its own accord. And yeah, 2 big wounds across it. It is still moving, barely.
Cool. Okay. And I would just turn to Lex and you go, Time to go.
Excellent stuff. It's at this moment then you notice 2, 4, 6, 8 of these smaller thralls run and they dash into the entrance at this point. That is their go, but they are now on the battlefield. And we are back up the top to Takami, who is sort of sees these at the entrance and goes, "Nah, fuck that." Turns around and begins to run towards the doorway. But as she runs, she's going to try and go past this rearmost servitor that Suri's just sort of sliced seven bells of shit out of, and she's going to swing that dragon staff to see if she can hit. No, she was flying anyway, wasn't she? So she's going to fly down. That is what? An unnatural 20. It's a flaccid 20 there. But that will be... I need a D8. There we go. Bom, bom, bom. That is going to be a grand total of... I rolled a 1 on the damage dice, so it's going to be a total of 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And I missed this the last time. There's an extra D8 of psychic damage on top of that. So that is 7 points of damage, which is enough to then... You watch as she strikes Suri, this sort of astral blue Kalashtar Corian figure just streaks down, smacks this glowing gem-like staff against the back of this fungal creature that you've just sliced into, deals some bludgeoning damage, and then its head just pops as she then flies towards that entrance and then lands at the entrance itself. I then need Cavern, Jewel, and in fact Cavern, Jewel, Lex, and Suri, because Suri didn't leave the combat zone, to make me DC 15 Constitution saving throws, please. Cavern. Oh, Cavern.
21.
Is this against being poisoned?
But it is against being poisoned.
26.
26.
Only a 14 this time for Jewel.
Only a 14, so that's not enough for Jewel. Again, I'm just looking up the raid rules. Damage resistance, duration, strength advantage. So, no, Cavern and Jewel then are going to take... where's it gone? Oh, 22 points of poison damage.
Oh no!
And you are both now poisoned.
Shit.
Damn. I didn't like that. And poisoned. Fuck.
But that will be Takami's go.
Addition poisoned. Bollocks.
Excellent. With that, it is then over to the final remaining servitor, who has got either Suri or Lex it can attack in this moment. It is going to... Fuck it.
I hope not.
The pulsating spore sacs just begin to pulse even faster and then explode out in a spore burst. That's in a 15-foot radius, so that will include Jewel.
Okay, cool.
So again, that's going to be Cavern, Jewel, Lex, and Suri. I need DC 15 Constitution saving throws now.
16.
As part of the poisoned condition, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Not
Technically, it doesn't say saving throws, but it kind of feels appropriate.
Fine, it was still a 16 then.
22.
So 16.
Yep.
Very good. You all are going to take half. Cavern, who gets disadvantage also because he's poisoned, is going to fail. So Cavern is going to take the full amount, which is 26 points of poison damage.
Bloody hell.
Everybody else is going to take 13 points of poison damage, and with that, Cavern is not only poisoned but also blinded as spores cloud his vision.
So I still take half damage. Shit.
It still take half damage from that particular
Okay.
one, yes.
Okay.
Jewel, over to you. Looking a little bit worse for wear.
Yes, I wouldn't say she's looking bloodied, but she's definitely looking queasy at this point. Is there anyone still in opportunity attack range, i.e. anyone who needs to run away could still get hit. Out of our group.
As in, out of the party.
Out of our party, yeah.
Lex, Suri, and Cavan are currently all engaged with the final servitor.
With the final
but
servitor.
There are these 8 thralls that are entering the room now.
Okay. Still looking at the rest of them and hoping that it will provide at least Cavan some assistance. Jules going to look back at Aegeus, looks a little queasy and then goes, "I'll be with you in a second." And runs forward, going to slide underneath Cavan's legs and is going to stab into the leg of this creature in front. So that is going to be at disadvantage? Yes. So that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
And I will still get sneak attack because in combat with Cavan as well, and Lex and everyone else. So
and everyone else, yep. Apart from Aegeus and Takami.
I'm going to do a trip attack.
Ew.
So must succeed in a DC 18 Dex saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, that's cocked.
So I'm basically going to go in and try and with my tail and
6.
the dagger into one leg, like into the calf, and like lift up, and with the other leg pulled up by my tail, and just try and slam him.
I imagine this uses the tail bolus.
Yes, 100%. That whips around and pulls up. So that is 32 points of damage to try and then slam it. So I have to take a d6 off to do that, which I have done.
That's okay. So 32 points of damage as it then falls to the floor.
That's now prone, at which point I'll turn to Cavan and go, "We need to get out of here. Hit it and run."
Cavan's just sort of blinded and poisoned. Just where the fuck do I go?
Just turn back to the rest of everyone and just go, "Just everyone, run." And again, we'll disengage using my bonus action and we'll leg it back to Aegeus. If I can't make it back, I will use my feline agility.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Which, to be honest, do you know what? I'm gonna say I use it anyway because I can actually, then recover it. So I use that one because I'm feeling worse for wear, and therefore I get next to Aegeus. And I'm gonna say that she probably does just vomit a little bit of like horrible saliva or something that's just
cough up this greenish liquid. Very good. Then we are over to Lex. You've just watched Jewel dart in, trip this creature, and it's now down on the ground. You do have advantage on the attack against it.
How many others did you say were coming or are entering the room?
8 have just sort of entered the room, but it looks like they've all dashed to get there, so to speak. So they are currently at least 30 feet away from where you are.
That's helpful, because I'm going to cast mass suggestion on all of them, including the bloke on the floor.
Okay.
And so that's a wisdom 19 saving throw.
Is this a charmed effect?
Don't you dare. Yes.
They are immune to being charmed. As you...
Me and you have fallen out.
This. They're mindless zombies. They literally cannot be charmed.
So in my head, right, they're mindless zombies. They're going to fail a wisdom save and throw easy.
It just means they can't be charmed because they have nothing there to
Lex
charm.
confidently looks at them all and goes, "Go to the surface." And they all look at me like, "Huh?" I'm like,
there's just this
"Fuck." And then I will use all of my movement to, like, Roadrunner run to where Aegeus and Jewel are.
Excellent. The one that's prone is going to make an opportunity attack, but we're at disadvantage. It's going to try and spore lash you. That will be 17 or less. That's a 13 to hit.
Just misses.
Ooh. Just misses as you sort of jump as these tendrils of fungal whatever just lash out, and you hop over them and begin to run. Cavan's still there, just like, guys,
Oh,
Follows the
Where
sound
the
of my
fuck is
voice.
everyone?
can I try and guide Cavan with me? I'd take him by the arm and pull him with me. Or is he nowhere near me?
There is the help action, but it's an action though, isn't it? That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's an action. So I'm gonna ask you because we can use one of our new sort of stunt type things that we've introduced. I'm gonna ask you to make me a.
I could
Dex.
make it
Go on.
legit and use my sorcery points to make it a quicken spell.
It's not a
to
spell,
make-
though,
so-
is it?
No,
No,
he's
my
other
master
one.
suggestion would have been then a bonus
yeah.
spell, so I've still got the action to help.
There we go. The rules will
Okay.
allow. So yes, we will
I've
do
done it
that, and
legit.
you sort of. We retconned it, but fine, I like it. You then grab Cavan and sort of begin to lead him along as he stumbles a little bit. In that moment, he sort of thinks, "Am I near it?" And he's going to swing anyway, and he's going to do this recklessly because he's blinded, and it's recklessly anyway. I found reckless on this character sheet.
Hey.
This will be at advantage and therefore a straight roll with the gavel of equity. But because it's reckless, there's also a consequence. I rolled a 3 on the dice,
Fucking hell.
which is going to be a grand total of 12 to hit. So, Jewel is out of the way. Lex is technically in Cavan's reach, but Suri is also there as well. So, Suri and Lex, I would like you to both roll me dexterity saving throws, please, essentially.
Oh.
I'm only doing this for flavour as
16.
well, just because it's a bit of fun.
16.
16? Was that 2
16.
16s there? I think I heard. Excellent stuff. Cavan swings recklessly and wildly, and you both just duck out the way as this gavel of equity begins to swing towards you. Now, because he's rolled recklessly, he's also going to swing again, just trying to hit something. That's better. That's a 9, not a 6. I almost panicked for a minute there. So that's a grand total of 18 this time as he swings, but brings it down, hearing the sort of slump and sort of in his mind thinking, oh, it's on the floor. Then hits just. So with 2 hands, that's going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he smacks this creature, plus a d8 of radiant. That's me d8. 7 additional points of radiant, and I'm just going to check whether his zealous burst still comes into play. Feats and traits. Where are we? Divine Fury. First hit. So an extra 1d6 plus 5. There we go. That is a grand total of 7 additional points of radiant damage from the zealous burst. Divine Fury as well. As Cavan then gets led away by Lex, but this particular creature on the floor is not looking good at all. Aegeus, I appreciate you had your readied action. The party is slowly getting there. What would you like to do on your turn?
Has anyone made it? It's just Suri left, right? In the everyone else
Yes,
is
it's
with
just
me at this
Suri
point.
in the room. The rest of the party is with you. Technically, it's the newcomer that's in the room.
Could I possibly be cheeky and say, could I use my ready action and then actually ready another action to bring down the thing? Or I'm happy to just hold my ready action and wait to bring down the thing when he gets through.
I mean, you had a readied action anyway, so I'm happy to play with this a little bit. We'll say as you see Lex grab Cavan, and in that moment, you then use that moment to use your readied action.
I will. My readied action is going to be. So again, I can engage creatures and objects with my telekinesis. If Suri is within 30 feet of me, I'm going to shoot shadowy tendrils at him and grab him and pull him to just yank him away from the problem.
Is there a save involved on that at all if it's a creature?
I believe there is a save, but I think it's only an unwilling creature. Would be
okay,
my...
Suri, are you willing or unwilling in this moment?
That's a good question, actually. I would say I'm willing, but I'm braced, and my armor has a bit of a
Clenched.
thing for that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes, but my movement would be reduced by... Oh, hang on, wait, there might be a slightly more difficult...
I've just got the idea, Edgius, of like basically a dark shadow tendril version of Scarlet Witch, just like holding stuff up and then with the other hand just pulling forwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, actually, I can choose to using a reaction, so yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay. In that moment, you see these shadowy tendrils coming from this weird skeleton man, reaching towards you, and then you think, okay, and you are pulled forward as these creatures behind you then surge into the room. You reach Edgius. Edgius will now say it's your turn proper, as Cavan's then done that swinging stuff just in that moment before that. Now it's your turn proper.
So I believe, based on D&D rules, I can cast a spell, right, while... I cast a normal spell while concentrating.
Yeah.
Am I correct in thinking so? Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't require concentration, yes.
Cool. I will. Yeah. Do you know what? I'll just shoot a fire bolt at whoever's closest to me. Just
Okay,
for
so the
just
creature
for
on the
shits and
floor.
giggles. Yeah,
So it's
just for
still
shits and giggles.
prone.
22 to hit.
Technically at disadvantage if it's a ranged attack because it's prone.
Oh. It's 22 to hit. I rolled higher.
Very good. So 22 is this firebolt.
And that's gonna be... Oh, Jesus Christ. That's 20 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Actually, I think I've got my rules mixed up there. It's at advantage because it's prone. So ignore
Ranged
the
attack.
higher. It's still going to
Ranged
hit.
attacks
but
is disadvantage.
Yeah,
I am right. Yeah, I'm questioning myself as a DM here. Yeah.
no one
Sorry,
knows
sorry,
anymore.
how much damage?
We're on like the 6th iteration of D&D. Who the fuck knows at this point? I will then, I'll then be like, goodbye, and I'll just pull the roof down where the door is.
How much damage was that? Sorry.
Sorry, it was, what did I say? Oh, it was 20 points of
20
damage.
something?
20
Yeah.
points. It was just 20
Points
yeah.
of damage as flames begin to flick. I will say this is set on fire as well because it's a fungus, and begin to lick up. As that moment, you then just go and pull the roof down, and I'm going to ask everybody to make me dexterity saving throws in that moment. Technically, everybody's like stood in the entrance. Oh, Dave. Scared the shit out of me to begin with, but amazing.
That was just the sound of Ed just shitting himself as one of them got too close just before he pulled the rock down.
Shit.
Dexterity saving throw, 21.
Yes.
17.
17.
25.
Nice.
So pretty strong showing here. That would be an 8.
You've got my D10.
Good.
Wait, you've got my D10.
Oh,
Use my
I've got-
D10.
Yeah, I have got your D10. I've got to find my
Come
D10
on.
then. Where's that gone?
D10 Bardic Inspiration is well worth it now.
Oh, yeah.
16
10.
to calm me. 10.
A 10.
Oh dear.
Oh!
Oh, as in you rolled a 10.
No,
Or 10
no, I
total.
added
10
2 to the
total.
8 I already had.
Oh, 10 total.
Oh,
Okay.
that's way worse.
Everybody in this moment sort of jumps back, but Suri, as he's sort of flying forward, the arms going a little bit, just catches one of the rocks sort of on the heel, and you will take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as this slams onto your heel, but you then scatter into this room. Combat out of the way, and everything then goes silent again.
Well, that is okay, because I have heavy armor master, which reduces bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage by 5. So
What?
Nice.
We will say then, as you all take a moment laying there just to breathe, Jewel not looking good, Cavan still blinded in this moment, we're going to take our short break there. So we will be back in a few. Good first half, folks. Thank you very much. Don't forget, folks, about the giveaway. Go check out social media, go check out the blog, go figure out how you can win tickets, but essentially subscribe on Patreon and you get 3 social medias, Go follow and like, subscribe. You'll get extra tickets and all the others. But yes, you must have 3 minimum tickets to win the Daggerheart core set. So go get them. And then fill out the Google form.
Seriously cool prizes. So
Hashtag Malt Magic turns 5.
Yeah.
Indeed. There we go. See you in a few.
Hello.
Hey,
hello.
There we go. Lots of interesting conversations behind the scenes there, which shall forever not be revealed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like to point out
once
that what
again-
I'm wiping off my lip is froth. In case anyone was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Fungal spunk.
I love it's always Danny every time. The intrusive thoughts win every single time.
Yeah, the problem is, right, I say the quiet bit's loud and the loud bit's quiet, and I've never been able to get it the right way around.
Amazing. Look, for the not quite final time tonight, I am yet again going to go plug that giveaway. So I know I said it before the break, but if you join during the break, Malt Magic's turn 5, so Daggerheart core set on offer, dice train accessories available, and 5 Patreon subscriptions for 3 months, all available. There's a bunch of goodies we're going to give away. Also, to every winner, there will be a limited release of our first full homebrew creation. There's a mini couple of homebrew creations, but the first full homebrew creation, which is the setting that we are in right now, the Black Veil's Guide to Morna Havari, aka the Underdark. So don't miss out on that. Go get your tickets, go win, and then we can share the love with you. With that being said, let's get back into the game. You have all just rolled through this entrance as Edgious as what rocks crashing down and sealed this entrance now, and you find yourselves in a study of sorts. Cavern sort of... Still can't see over here. Something's in my lungs.
Oh shit. Can I cast... I can cure his blindness. I've got Lesser Restoration. I'll cast it. I'll just put my fingers over his eyelids and be like, just give me a second. Stop squirming.
Do you know what? If,
Sorry, I didn't mean
if
to
Lex
poke you in
can
the
do
eye.
that, we've got to use that on the road. Lex, we're gonna sell your abilities now on the road that you can cure blindness. That's our side hustle as we make our way.
There we go.
The problem is, in a world where the gods are gone and magic is rife, I feel like a lot of people could cure blindness.
True.
When all the magic is done
There we go.
and the gods are back, I'll pretend to be Jesus.
Who?
So with
Snake-
Cavern's
Snake-
eyesight
Snake Jesus.
back, Jesus. With Cavern's eyesight back, he's sort of, everybody okay?
Does
You're
poison...
not looking so hot. And he is going to
yeah,
take
does
his
it last for
hand
like a
and
minute?
just- It's, so the poisoned effects from that particular thing, where is it? Can't find it. Until the end of your next turn. So yes, the poisoned effect is now gone, and it sort of releases from Cavern as well. Cavern is going to spend 4d12 of his Warrior of the Gods.
Wow.
In fact, no, that's to heal himself. Sorry, wrong one. He's going to spend 2d12
Okay.
of Warrior of the Gods to heal himself, and then he's got another thing he's going to do for you, but I'll just do that for a minute.
Yeah, Jules looking particularly worse for wear, looking sort of a lot weaker than usual, and sort of, less steady on her feet, sort of leaning against the desk, and she's like, "Oh, being poisoned really is not very nice, is it?"
Yeah. So then he's going to give you all 15 points of his lay on hands, is the one I was going to do.
Nice. What was it before that?
No, so that was just for me. So it's just 15 points of health.
Marvelous.
to
Well,
you.
that's pretty good. That's still pretty good. She starts to look a lot better.
Suri would head over to Jewel and just kind of put his hand on her arm and cast 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Wow.
Nice. Health all round.
That's 32 HP from that.
Happy days.
Whoa.
Because the new
That's-
rules are so much better for healing spells.
Back
Yes,
to
they are, because they
full.
sucked in just standard 5e, let's be fair.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. I mean, she looks absolutely right as rain again. I would say colour back in the cheeks, but she's covered in fur, so whatever the version of that is for a cat. Oh, Siri, thank you so much. If anyone can help me refine whatever that poison was, I would love to use it in the future. That was incredible.
I actually have a vial of poison in my bag. We've just never had the opportunity to use it on anybody.
Oh, I mean, I might be able to, like, dip my blade in it and poison individuals. May I try it?
And I'll take it out and I'll give it to you. It is a vial of Mage Bane poison. Proper horrible stuff.
That sounds more than just poison. Damn.
Yeah, just a bit.
Just a bit.
So stick that in your thing and I'll remove it from mine.
Pipe and smoke it.
Mage Bane poison.
Yep.
Wow, there it is.
Mage Bane poison.
I'm going to take that, and we'll also just go, this is amazing, but even this is not going to last forever, so again, if we see any of this, they exploded, but if we can find a way of being able to take any of this carefully...
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? I want a sort of a renewable source that I may be able to utilise.
We need like a little pot to grow the mushroom
in. This has been horrible. So if I can do it to any other individual, it'd be great. I'm doing this because I've been given the many feats that I get in sneak attack now. One of them is poisoned, and I was like, well, I don't have anything that means that I can do this yet, so I haven't used it.
That's like an additional action on someone. That's
literally just with one. Take out one of my d6s. I can just give them the poisoned feat for a minute.
Poison.
So I'm just poisoning them. Obviously,
rogues rogues are now properly roguish and can do this sort of.
Basically, that's why I've done like the obscure, knock them out, trip, withdraw. All these things. I was like, exactly. I was physically not doing poisoned because I was like, I haven't got anything yet. So that's why I'm just saying. I want to look out for these.
Take a point of inspiration for not having that, or having role played that out because you didn't have any poison. It didn't make sense. I like it.
Really didn't make any sense. But I've got that one now.
I mean, Catwee is pretty potent, but I don't think that'd quite cut the mustard with it.
Panther piss. Anyway, you have all entered into this strange chamber now, and as you sort of heal yourselves and come to a little bit and take a moment, you realise that there are a number of sort of desks and tables littered around with various items on them.
The first thing that Jill would like to do is check for doors and then check those doors. Can she hear or see anything underneath them? Is there any movement? Basically, we've made a lot of noise. Can I now find out if we're known to be in here?
Excellent stuff. So there is one door in and out of this room, apart from the wall, which is now back in. There is one physical door, shall I say. You go over to it and you sort of look beneath it. Now it's dark, so you can't really see much beneath the crack, so to speak. But make me a perception check.
Perception check. 19. Poison is no. Reliable talent 22.
Hey,
I forgot about reliable talent.
Even with a 22, as you sort of place your panther-like ears underneath the door and listen, it's not known as the halls of the quieted for no reason. It is.
After about 10 seconds of going, it's really quiet, she then just turns back to the group and goes, oh crap, I forgot it was called the silent, whatever it was called. The quieted. Anyway, I can't hear anyone coming. I think we might be okay for now. Shall we have a look around?
Matt, I'm going to be looking for any signage on the walls that would dictate possibly what this room might be or where we might be, based on the fact that I believe last session I learnt the language of the thrall language or something from a nat 20 or something that I rolled. Or is it Underdark?
Undercommon.
Undercommon, yes, that's the one. Undercommon.
Essentially, learn Undercommon. Make me either an investigation or perception check, then, please.
Cool. Cool. That's going to be. That's a 23. Investigation.
23. You go and look at one of these desks then and begin to pore over the books that are open and things that are stuck to the wall. The first thing that strikes your or catches your vision straight away as you look at the wall is that there is an anatomical drawing of a humanoid body, but in its separate pieces, essentially, as if it's been pulled apart. And then there are a bunch of notes and almost like your detective type board, little bits of what look like spider silk which connect to another piece. And here you see certain fungal growths with detailed notes about how they can be incorporated into the body to create these mycofiends.
Edgius will kind of lean in very inquisitively, like he's putting some pieces together, like something is finally clicking as he's following the lines and going about, and then he's gonna twang one of the spider silk lines and turn around and go, guys, they're not even using yarn for their boards. They're using silk. What a bunch of idiots. Oh my god, come look at this. Guys, seriously, they've got boards like we used to have at the place in Dryad's Gate.
Joe will go up to it and to sort of inspect it as well and go, well, I suppose you probably use what is readily available, to yourself.
Yeah, but come on, let's be honest. Amateurs are using silk. Real detectives use yarn because it wraps cleaner. You get a cleaner wrap and it doesn't twist and also this is like an instrument and he's gonna twang all the strings.
Also, a ball of yarn is a great pastime, is it not?
Exactly. So if I'm buying yarn for the boards, you get to enjoy it afterwards. But look at this. Look, while I was deducing how terribly bad their choice of connective tissue for their board is, there's something here about planting shrooms in people, which, I mean, like, thank God I don't have any flesh to let them plant stuff in, but you guys should maybe be careful. We should keep an eye on Cavan, actually, after inhaling those spores. Yeah. Here, Lex, you might be able to make heads or tails of this. You've got more than 3 IQ cells. Jewel, let's let the smart guy do it.
Okay.
If Surya, when they were torturing you, did they put any mushrooms in you, or any spores?
No, they put something in me, but it wasn't a mushroom.
Oh.
I feel like we need to talk about that another time. That feels like a rabbit hole we haven't got time to go down right now.
I thought you were
Edgius is going to be elbowing to call me.
I'm not asking anything. I don't need to know what got shoved in people. I'm okay. Thank you.
I really dodged a bullet by escaping before the torture started, huh?
Oh, no. It was an absolute blast.
See, he has the same face. I can't tell if he's ever seen it. I know,
What's happening
right now?
Such a straight
Who
face.
is this guy? How did he get here?
Oh,
Well,
Edgy.
we haven't
apologies.
introduced
Suri, Edgy, and
Thank
Cavan.
you for the save. Surya Mel Orvishanti Eshkebek Dravid Zavi. I am very grateful. But also, don't mind me asking, where's your meat?
Yeah. First of all, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am Edgius Bones Jones. I am the leader of this here gang. Don't say anything to anyone else. And I like to party. And my meat is where I choose it to be.
Can we all stop saying your meat?
Huh? What? My flesh? My sinew? Is that...
Really, that is better, because there's no connotation against it.
Okay. My sinew, it's here. And I'll stretch my arms out, and I'll slowly morph into the Mr. T version of Edgius that is thick, muscular, thick red mohawk on the head, and is just absolutely jacked with deep, like kind of maroon skin, basically. He's like,
now you can see his veiny meat.
This is me in one of my forms, and I'm gonna like size up next to him and be like, huh, look at this, I'm almost as big as the new guy.
And then Kevin walks over and just flexes a bicep and shames everyone in the room.
So now we've all been emasculated. What's happening with this board?
Speak for yourself. I'm quite comfortable in my own body over here. Takami's just there spinning the amethyst staff. Sorry, idiots, go.
I just gonna turn and be like, feminism, babe. I totally agree. And is gonna turn into skeleton version of himself again. And turn to Suri and be like, so explain to me a long name that I can't pronounce.
Suri.
Why are you who?
Suri.
Who's
Just
that?
go for Suri.
Just say Suri.
That's not what they said. Dude,
yes,
they
but
said something that was like 3.5 minutes long.
absolutely, and calls them Suri.
Yeah, but it's like when we just call you Edgius instead of Edgius, Bones, Jones, and all of the other bullshit you put after it.
Well, I mean, that's just because you don't respect my official titles. You know, these were titles given to me by
that's fair.
the Duchesses of Union City. Aren't we the like saviors of Union City, planar detective? I don't know. I got layers. There's layers to it. So, person with long name. How did you get down here? How did you meet Lex? Are you a good guy? What's your alignment? I'm a little bit like chaotic neutral. What's your kind of vibe?
Well, to answer those questions in order, I found them on the mountainside. We came down here. I stepped into what was quite clearly a trap, and then spent some time being tortured. And then, because the universe has a very sick sense of humor, I found myself being tortured in a cell next to Lex.
That is torture. That's double torture.
Am I a good guy? I would question whether anybody has said no to that question. I would say so. I imagine my mother would say so. My father may have a different view, but he's an arse. And my alignment is
Like curious.
kill things.
You wait, Lex. Sorry, is this a conversation we need to have now as well?
If it helps, Edgius, I have vetted him. Cog has scanned him and has no void magic. He's a good guy in terms of our standards. Anyway.
Oh, okay, so there's no Kleiny shit going on here then.
No.
Okay. Well, Suri, welcome. And I'll pull out a planar detective agency business card, and I'll hand him a planar detective agency.
Oh yeah, he's got like 5 of those already.
Yes, thank you.
And as you'll see, Suri, you know when you thought I was the chatty one of the group, and that was quite
Interesting
annoying.
use of tense, but yes.
Yeah, and that was annoying for you. Well, and I'll just step back and push Edgius forward and be like,
Well, you know, I do have a lot of questions about where your armor was made, because the engravings are pretty high quality, it would seem. And, you know, you say that you're into killing, but, like, is that essentially killing for the sake of killing? Like, is it just a lust that you must fulfill? Or is that just, like, something that you just do as a pastime, hobby? Like, is it a
You know what I
job?
mean?
Are you a mercenary?
I was.
Takami at this point just reaches a finger around and puts it against Edgius's mouth.
she has the volume control if you ever need it.
I'm gonna grab the finger and be like, I was doing a bit with Lex. That was a bit. I'm not that chatty.
But literally we just got fucked by fungus zombies. Like,
So
now it's not the time.
yes, I was going to say perhaps we need to decide: are we running out of here? Are we dismantling this like we did at the temple back in Union City? Are we trying to gather information and blackmail them?
I'm thinking if they've acquired it, they're probably going to have the most information of anybody down here, right? So in this office might have information on the codex piece.
or valuables. At which point, Surrey opens the nearest drawer.
I knew you. See, you and Edgius could
just fucking
ravage
Werther's
for
originals and some
treasures.
notepads.
Yeah,
Okay.
you steal all the big
I-
pens and Crayolas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to the team and be like, get a load of this guy. He's just stealing. We're not
You
doing
two combined
anything.
will be
I'm taking his
irrelevant.
pen.
We'll look for useful information.
Siri, roll me a d10, please.
I like that he's just stealing on his first day. That's kind
That's
of
a 10.
cool.
Hey.
A 10. Fantastic. You find a rather sizable pouch of what looks like gold that's been collected over a reasonable period of time. There is 1,000 gold pieces in this one gigantic sack that's just there.
Fantastic. Now I have more than the 0 gold I had prior. Excellent.
What'd you find over there,
As
buddy?
you take this pouch out, I'd also
Nothing.
like you to make me an investigation check. Or, in fact, we'll make that a perception check, because I imagine this would be a little bit more passive in nature as opposed to active
he said
investigation.
nothing. He even lied about stealing. I fucking love this guy. He's awesome.
I'm just annoyed that
excellent
I've made
news.
Jewel a really, she has a conscience. Otherwise, she'd be trying to steal that immediately.
That's 24 on the perception.
Amazing. As you pull this sack of gold up and out, you notice there is like a piece of parchment that it looks like it's also crafted from very fine silk, but there is a diagram on it of what looks like an amulet of sorts, surrounded by black metal, and in the center this blood red stone.
How are you drawing black metal? That's so
So I will Paul. I will remove that, and because Surrey had sort of stopped paying attention to what Lex was saying when Lex had been talking about what they were here to find, just go, just some crap, and throw it onto the desk.
And as I'm rummaging on the desk, can I be like, why are you throwing this away? This is exactly what I'm looking for.
What? You want a piece of shitty paper with a picture of a
No,
bracelet?
It's a clue. Is there any words or inscriptions, or is it literally just a picture?
There is a number of words and bits of writing all over it. Remind me of the languages you
Have a
speak.
clue? Oh. Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Modron, Primordial. Humanity.
Edgius will Jack Sparrow jaunt over to Lex and be like, "I can help read it." And we'll come over Lex's shoulder to hopefully help translate.
Edgius, remind me of the languages you speak. Speak.
Undercommon, Common, and Halfling. And I imagine Undercommon Halfling
You
as well, if I
actually
understand those three.
Can't read this.
Oh.
However,
Lex, I can't read it. It's on you, buddy.
You can.
Thanks for coming. Because it's Abyssal.
And there are... It is Abyssal.
It's the Abyssal Core, that would make perfect sense.
Of course it does. There's a number of sort of fragments of thought, or at least scribbled notes. You read what translates to "under the lake" with a question mark. There's then a single word, which you're not sure what it means, that just says Nizarith. There's then a number of questions of how to get there, what is this, what power does it hold?
Oh, so it's almost like this is like Indiana Jones type office, and they're looking for an artifact and they don't know what it is. It's like a thing of myth that they've been looking for.
It almost looks like it's been, like, the indentation on top of this thing, that gold's been sat on it for a long time. So it's almost like they had it, couldn't find it, probably forgot about it.
So I'll relate this back to the group and be like, I don't know, Nizareth, that's just something to keep in the back of our minds in case we see a sign or hear it. But it talks about being under a lake, but would there be lakes underground? Is that a thing?
Can I search around the room for a map of the area?
Oh, we had a map that was only to the entrance to the Underdark, wasn't it? It didn't include a map of the Underdark.
That's why I thought that Jewel could probably look.
Investigation check, please, Jewel.
Carry the 12, and it's 26.
26. You just scatter papers around and very quickly, like, no, yes! And pull up a map. And you realise you now have a map of the halls of the Quieted, which reach out. And you can almost see there's this overlay that you can lay over the top of it, which shows you the warrens as well, where most of these caverns exist beneath. You see some of the entrances and entrances and exits, but also then you see what looks like a long tunnel which leads out towards the lake, and another long tunnel which seems to lead up to
I do that
the
terribly
higher
annoying
echelons.
thing where basically I just, with my tail, sweep everything off the desk so that I can put this big map down. Everything onto the floor, and then place this down, and so that I can show everyone. Jules making a little more noise because she thinks that there's something magically quiet around this place, so that therefore us making noise means it doesn't matter. That could be
Everybody make me a
completely
perception check,
bullshit.
please.
Everyone, did you say?
Everyone.
22, because reliable talent.
14.
Dirty 20.
15.
20. 15. Let's just do Kevin.
Me and Edge just bringing the average down. Sorry,
Kevin got
guys.
a natural 20, would
Hey.
you believe it or not, for a grand total of 21. Sorry, no, 26.
Okay.
And then Takami.
I was going to say, I can be really worried if my reliable talent is better than his natural 20, so I'm glad it's better.
Takami got 24.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anybody that gets a 20 or above, you hear it slowly, stealthily, but this, like the subtle stepping of multiple legs getting closer and closer, as if something is stalking now. And in that moment, anybody who also got above a 20 sees those spider silk strands that connect the different points of the corkboard just vibrate slightly. Dun, 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 dun.
We have company, guys, and it's in the form of a spider. Get ready.
Maybe you playing the strings like a harp was a bad idea, Edgius.
Get ready, and let's...
How was I meant to know that they were connected to anything but the shit on the board?
Shut up. Shut up. Let's kill this thing.
Just to keep everybody in the loop, Edgius did that. I rolled a d20 and it was a natural 20, which I sent to the group earlier, saying
Yeah,
this is
you
going to
did,
become
you did.
important in a bit.
How long have we been in here?
Probably about 10-15 minutes or so.
Bugger. Okay.
Let's fight this thing, and then let's go. Can I make head or tails where we are on this map?
Yes, indeed you can, because there's a big fucking pointing arrow, or sorry,
are
there's a
here.
big label that says Velthira's office.
Oh, nice.
Who?
Velthira.
Does that ring a bell?
It fucking should do.
Velthira was the spider that got us in here.
Oh, perfect. Oh, awesome. No, that's awesome. That's actually really good. We're in a good place then.
So guys, in fact, let's beat the shit out of this spider. Then, and I trace the route, we head towards the lake. That's where you said we need to go, Lex?
Well, it said it's below the lake, question mark.
Fine. Then we are already underground. Let's see what
It's
this
the best
leads.
we've got.
Best we've got.
Wait.
Right, get into position, guys. Go, now.
Wait, Ju. Lex was just getting tortured. Surrey was getting tortured. Should we maybe go back up to the surface level? Fucking take a chill for a bit and then come back down to the lake? I don't want these two to die on the way to the lake for no fucking reason.
Not to rub it in, but I escaped torture almost straight away.
And how's Suri looking?
I'm fine. And for the record, I could have escaped torture earlier had I thought about my situation at all.
So you were just doing it to enjoy the.
This guy's kinky. I fucking love this guy.
Dude, you're sick, man. You're welcome to the team.
Guys, hide.
have
Jules
nothing
gonna
else to
hide
do.
under the desk. Why not? Why not?
Suri's going to hide directly in front of the door with his shield and sword out, and having brought up another round of the Wrath of the Sea.
Cavan's going to look at Suri and go, Edge, I like this guy. And he's just going to take the gavel of equity in 2 hands and stand next to Suri. We got it.
Introductions in a minute. They take a while.
I'm gonna flip over a desk
and be like, Lex, range people, come hide behind the decks. Come on, Lex.
The desk fucking flips over.
No, but I also fucking love the fact that was the desk that Jewel was under. She's like, the fuck?
Perfect.
I didn't see you. You blended in with the darkness.
Takami's just stood in the corner like, oh, fuck's sake. And in that moment, then the door blasts open, and stepping in with this malicious grin on her face as she then stands up. Oh, you tried to escape, and yet wander so willingly into my web. But I cannot.
We did escape.
Blade points at Suri. Do not interrupt, meat. I'm going to eat you all.
Why is everyone saying meat today?
Can Jewel whistle and just go, and then just throw the blade straight at this spider?
Absolutely. I will give you a surprise round, and then I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
All right.
Fantastic. Dirty 20 to hit. And I'm going to go for obscure, if you don't mind. So that was going to be to try and blind
so
them.
A dirty 20 will hit.
So that is going to be... is it dark in here? The extra attack?
Dark everywhere down here.
Great. So 3, 8, 11, 12... blimey. 12, 16, 20, 26 points of piercing damage, and yes, they might have to do some sort of check, so bear with me. I don't know where the hell that is. Here it is. Obscure, a Dex 18.
Dex
if they can
18.
Make. Yep.
Natural 20.
Fine. Not blinded.
For a grand total of 30.
Yeah, not blinded. But the damage still applies. Yep.
Excellent stuff. So 26 points of damage as the blade sinks into Velthera as she just looks down to roll that fucking initiative for me, folks.
There we go.
13.
17.
Hold on to those scores for me. That's +4, so that is 14. So, sorry, Jewel, you got
13.
13. Lex.
13.
13. I'm assuming
My
that
dex.
was
Jewel's definitely going before
higher.
me, based on Dex, yeah.
Cavan rolled a 9 plus something. So bear with me just a second while I organise all my tabs. Cavan rolled and he gets advantage. In fact, you know what, fuck it. Let's just click the button. We'll use that 9 for Takami instead. Cavan gets a 19. Edgius.
20.
Suri.
17.
17. And then Takami gets... what is that? I can't even do basic maths now, it's a 12. Excellent stuff. So, scores on the doors. Yes, Dave's got it. Cavan's in the middle there, but don't worry about that. So, with that, we are straight over to Edgius as this Drider now pulls double blades that are pure black dark metal. They almost seem to just disappear in the darkness down here. You only see them due to your dark vision, just the outline of these blades.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at Lex and be like, "Hey, Lex, I've got a fucking crazy idea. You know that timey-wimey shit that you can do?"
I mean, that undersells it a little bit, but yes.
I've been practicing. I didn't tell anyone because I wanted to surprise you, but I've been practicing time shit in my spare time. Look, combine your time shit with my time shit and let's fucking hit them with some time shit.
Oh, okay. I'll follow your lead.
Edgius is gonna begin like Kamehameha, like bowling a sphere of shadow up next to him, between him and Lex. And I'm gonna ready my action until hopefully Lex will join me in adding some sort of spell to this as well. And I'm gonna cast the spell Slow on the Drider.
Should I do accelerate and see what happens?
She breaks.
Okay, we've got a Drider with ADHD.
Exactly.
Why did I come here again? I don't know.
Why did I come in this room? I don't know.
Who are you? Matt, it says I can do it to up to 6 creatures. So if there's anything behind her, I'm gonna put like the edge of my 40-foot cube at like right in front of her, so the rest of it goes back into the hallway that's behind her, in hopes that if there's anything else behind her, it gets all the other stuff as well.
Excellent stuff. I should have said at the start of your turn, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. DC 18.
Easy. 19 on the die.
19 on the dice. Very good. You feel this strange aura emanating off Velthira in this moment, but nothing occurs to you. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Slow. I'm gonna ready that action. And when Lex comes near me, I'll bonus action. I'll give Lex a bardic inspiration as well, Lex. So if we fuck you got a +10 to your roll, or plus D10.
What do you say to Lex to give him that bardic inspiration?
I say, time brothers unite! And I'll no? Oh, okay. My. Yeah, exactly.
Which colour are you?
Perfect.
Amazing stuff. If that's the end of your go, then? Yeah, excellent. Cavan is then up, who just takes that hammer and just, again, silent prayer, rages once more. He is immediately going to go reckless because he discovered how impressive and effective that was last time, and is going to swing with advantage with a Gavel of Equity, two-handed. So that was, I really should have just done this on D&D Beyond, but I've already started now. That was 19 on the dice for 12, so 19 plus 9 for 28, and that will be 11, so 13 plus a d6, 13, 21, and then here's d8 on top. 24 points of damage to Velthira in this moment. And then he's going to swing again at advantage. That's an 18, or then again an 8. So 18 plus stuff will absolutely hit us as well. So that's going to be one of them. And then plus a d8, so 7. Maths. 13 additional points of damage. And that will be Cavan's go, but he is, because he's reckless, attacks against him now have advantage as well. That being said, then after Cavan, we're over to Surrey.
So I think I'm going to go for another round of Anticipate Weakness, which is my bonus action, and then just 2 swings of the sword at advantage. So the first one's a 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
And the second one is a 25 to hit.
Both will hit.
So I should do all this together. That's 25 damage.
What type of damage?
Slashing.
And it is a magical weapon?
It is a magical weapon, and that has mastery, so sap. So the creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of my next turn. And as it's in this like squall that has like blasted out from Suri, needs to make a DC 16 con save.
DC 16 con save. Is this a charmed or frightened type ability?
No.
Just double checking. Con saving throw. That is a 16 on the dot.
Met. And then nothing happens.
Sorry, I should have said at the start of your turn as well, and at the start of Caverns, I need you to make me a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
Just 19.
19, so nothing happens to you. Let's just do Cavern, DC 18, con saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Fucking hell. Cavern suddenly becomes unable to speak.
Sorry, very quickly, was that a charmed type effect?
No, that is an aura.
Okay.
Very good. So, anything else on your turn, sir?
No.
Nope. Okay, we are then over to... pull some stuff into a semblance of order here. We're then over to my monster. So, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Fuck it. We're going to hit one straight... No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to do that straight. Do I want to? Yeah, bollocks to it. Velthera is just going to point these blades straight in front of her and just says a single word in Undercommon, which translates for you, Aegeus, as you understand now, to be still. And it's going to look straight at Lex. Lex, you have less than 150 hit points. You are now
98.
Immediately stunned.
Is it a charm effect, Matt? Is it?
No,
charm?
this is a stunned effect. This is power word stun.
Oh, yuckums.
So reaction.
Power word stunned. What the fuck level is this fucking Drider? Holy fuck.
So I'm assuming reaction counterspell might be a futile attempt, right? But I'm going to have a bash.
I mean, you can certainly attempt it. It's an 8th level spell that they've just cast, so you can try and counterspell
well
it.
worth it. You've got to try that.
You got
I'm
it,
going
Danny.
to attempt it.
Go for it.
So if it's above a level 3, I've got to be... Where is it? Creature makes constitution saving.
Yeah. So well, it's whatever you roll. So you've got to beat an 18, 10 plus this spell's level.
Using my spellcast modifier.
Yeah.
Right.
The creature makes a Constitution saving throw because this is new counterspell now.
Oh.
So you make a
So I make a Constitution saving throw. You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. The creature makes a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the spell dissipates with no effect, and the action, bonus action, or reaction used to cast is wasted.
So you've got to beat your con 19 then.
Yes. If that spell was cast with a spell slot, the slot isn't expended, so they technically could use it again. So I need to make a Constitution 19 saving throw, you say?
Yes.
That is a 9 on the dice plus 14.
Fucking hell.
You are stunned. Instantly, as you go to cast that counter spell, it just... and you are frozen in that position as you are stunned. Now, your speed is now 0 until the start of your next turn. And then at the beginning of your turn, you must make a Constitution saving throw. And the score you have to beat at the beginning of your Constitution saving throw is 18. Okay? So you must make a DC 18 con saving throw at the beginning of your turns, or you will be stunned. And as per the stunned condition...
I'm also incapacitated.
Yes. Which means any attacks on you are auto crits, I believe. Any hits?
You have
no,
advantage.
that's taken away now. That's taken away.
Yep, so you advantage on attacks. My save and throws automatically fail strength and dex. I'm incapacitated, which then means I'm speechless, no concentration, and I can't take any action, bonus action, or reaction.
Yeah, basically you're buggered. Very good. So that will be her action.
So that fucks up our double team edge that we were going to do, because I'm stunned now.
Indeed.
That's alright, I'll
Like
still
planned.
Is she concentrating by any chance?
shoot.
On power word stun, that is not a concentration spell. That is an instantaneous spell.
Wow.
2024. However, then as a bonus action, she is going to teleport and plunks herself immediately next to Jewel.
What's happened to my dagger, by the way?
Oh, it's still in her.
Cool, that's fine. Just so I know where it is.
Yeah, very good. And that will be the end of her go. And we are then over to Jewel.
Awesome.
Oh, hello.
She is then going to brush her hand against the inside of her cloak, and she is going to invoke. Love that word. And then can't remember what I was going to invoke because it's been a while. Activate Astral Whisper. It's a.
Hey!
Doesn't take an action to do so.
No, it doesn't.
Just
turns on.
So that is now hopefully going to be useful shortly. I'm going to grab the dagger out of her chest and then use it again on her.
Make me a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw, please, at the beginning of your turn. And I will remember that.
10.
You also now can't speak. So as you go to say hello, it just comes out as nothing. So you cannot speak. You can't cast any spells that require a verbal component.
There is a glaze that goes over my eyes, and there's almost like a view of the Watcher in her eyes, as then she goes, nice try. And I will use Guarded Mind to instantly succeed that. I can do that once per session.
I like it.
Per session, per long rest, or short rest. So yes, and I will then stab her again. I'm going to go for the full amount this time, and that is a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 is absolutely going to hit.
Oh, but am I going to get sneak attack on this? That's the question. I may not, actually.
Edgius is technically by the desk, because you were underneath the desk as he flipped it.
True. That is very true. So I get all of that. So that is now... so bear with me. That's 10, 13, 18... 22, 26, 31 points of piercing damage.
31 points of piercing damage. You stab back in with the dusk blade, and she's just like, you're very sharp.
Presumably not doing... well, it's doing some damage, but just still not doing a massive amount.
Not a massive amount right now.
Okay, and then I'm going to use, as a bonus action, Ghost Walk. So,
Very good.
I'm kind of bringing this into the Astral Whisper, where she sort of takes on this this visage, this sort of outline of the astral plane, and she then becomes even more incorporeal, and she will then fly away.
Nice.
It's not very far. She literally only can get like 10 feet away, but she just floats away, and she can now have any attacks on her are at disadvantage.
Okay, so that will invoke an opportunity attack anyway, but it will be at disadvantage. So those Shadow Fang blades lash out. One of them swipes. That is that. Or okay, at disadvantage. There was a natural 20 in there. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yes, it does hit.
Okay, you are going to take sorry, that's 8, not d6s, idiot. Oh man, come prepared. Come prepared. Where's your DH? Fucking moron. Stone in the face. Right. So what is that? 8, 9, 10, 11. 17 points of piercing. No, ignore me. I was right the first time. That was 2d6, which meant that is 10 point. I'm looking at something above. So that's 17 points of slashing damage, and then I need my d8s.
I will use Uncanny Dodge to change that to 9.
And 11 points of necrotic damage.
Do you also halved or not?
Yes, with Uncanny Dodge, because it's part of the same thing.
To 6. Okay.
Very good. So you've gone how far away?
10 feet away.
Okay, very good. Okay, cool. At the end of your go then, anything else on your turn? Is that it?
That's my go.
Very good. At the end of your go there, Velthira is going to use a legendary action. She's going to use 2, in fact, to use Blade in the Dark, and is going to immediately stab towards Aegeus with advantage.
Fuck it.
Oh, I can't even use my reaction to negate the advantage.
She has disadvantage from sap.
Okay. In which case, that will be a 19 to hit Aegeus.
Shield. It doesn't
Shield. There you go. But that's 2 legendary actions gone. We are then over to Dual Lex. Sorry.
I've got to make me save and throw. Constitution, you said?
Yes.
28.
Yes, Danny. Yes, Danny. Yes, Danny.
Nice. Sorry,
yes,
no, Wisdom
Danny.
saving throw. Oh no, Constitution saving throw for power words done. Yes, absolutely.
I was going to say, don't you dare take that away from me.
So you are absolutely unstunted in this moment. You sort of break out of it, and even she turns for a moment and is like, very good. Just double checking. Siri, I didn't miss your turn, did I?
No, it was just really unexciting.
No, just making sure. I just had a total brain fart there. Go on, Lex.
And then I'll look at Aegeus and I'll be like, it's go time. And then I will take his shadow orb and I will merge it into mine. And then I'm gonna Hadouken this right in the thorax. And so not only is she gonna get Aegeus's slow spell, she's also gonna get my 7th level Ravages of Time. So no save, it just happens. So
but
what happens
slow
is you
still needs a save, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you accelerate the aging of one creature within range, causing it to take on the state of a decrepit version of itself. The target suffers 3 levels of exhaustion that cannot be removed by normal means.
What?
No save on that.
Yep.
7th
That
level.
is brutal.
Holy shit. So 3 levels of exhaustion.
And the new rules of exhaustion in 2020 is essentially each time you receive it, you gain 1 level of exhaustion. So you die if you reach level 6. That's still the same. When you make a d20 roll, the roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level. Your speed is reduced by 5 times your exhaustion level.
So Matt, does that mean that save would also be reduced by X amount because of Danny's spell?
Yep.
Absolutely.
I'll allow it.
We'll say that hits first and.
My life.
So what did I roll there? That was an 8 on the dice, and it's a Constitution saving throw for slow.
No, it's a
Or a
wisdom
whiz
saving
save.
throw. Whiz.
Okay, so that would have been 17, reduced by then 6 for an 11.
Nope, he's got a hit 19. Nope.
Fucking
So it's
hell.
So she
its
is then.
speed is now halved. Speed is halved. It takes a -2 to AC and dexterity saving throws. It cannot take reactions. On its turn, it can either take an action or a bonus action, not both. It can only make one attack per attack action, so if it has extra attack or multi-attack, it can only do one attack. And if it casts any spells that have somatic components, that spell has a 25% chance of failing, because its somatic components are too slow.
You all brought out the big boys for this fucker.
I don't like spiders.
Amazing. As Velthera sort of almost just begins to move in slow motion with these sharp, vicious-looking black fang-like blades, then Lex, it is still your go. Anything else in your turn?
Oh, as a bonus action, do I want to do...
Tickle. Bonus action tickle.
Bonus action, I will unleash my innate sorcery as well.
Nice.
Smart.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll do. That's shimmering around me for 1 minute, so I've got like almost like an oil slick sheen over me now.
Excellent.
In a
stuff.
mechanical
to my
way, not a
your-
movie way, you dirty buggers.
It can only be taken the dirty way, I'm afraid.
Excellent stuff. She will then use a legendary action because that is not affected by slow. And she's going to use Whispering Terror. Lex, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Can I use my
reaction or
reaction to go la 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 la? So I
It's
can't
not
hear
an
what she's
action
saying.
or reaction, it's a legendary action.
Yeah, but she was whispering, so I was just being facetious and going la 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 and being a dick. So, sorry, what have I got to do?
No, I was responding to Edius, who said, can they do that? So yeah, legendary actions fall outside of the slow mechanic.
Okay.
So sorry, DC 18 wisdom saving throw, Lex.
Fuck. Is it, and it's a spell, right?
No, this is a magical effect, if you like.
Is it a fear or charm effect?
It will be to frighten you.
Boom, I get advantage, thank fuck for that. Makes no
Reaction
difference.
reaction counter charm. I got you, Bay.
Fucking hell.
Counter charm does what now?
Counter charm.
The rules have changed on that one.
If they fail a saving throw, it can be re-rolled with advantage. So Lex can re-roll his saving throw.
I mean, he got advantage on it anyway, but there we go.
So am I re-rolling?
Yes. For counter charm, you don't have to use your ability. You can use counter charm.
The best I could do is a 12.
Oh, you've got my
12.
D10. Lex, you've got my
I've
D10 as well.
Oh, I've got a D10.
Let's
Which
make
was
it
a
good.
10. It was a 10.
Hey,
Yes!
22. You are not frightened by
Fucking hell.
Velthera in this moment then, as her gaze just turns on you, even though she's moving slowly. You're fucking my creature up, guys. Very good. Takami then is just going to run straight in, and as Velthera is slowed, she is going to use her abilities. Where are we? So, yes. Oh, she can attack twice. I've only just read that as well. So, yeah, first attack is going to be... natural 20. Second attack
Oh, phenomenal.
is an 18. The second one will miss as a result. So, that is...
The -2 on AC.
There we go. Thank you very much. That will hit. So
Come
how
on,
much is
Dad.
that?
Yes!
So 2d8,
It's going down.
3d8. Okay, that is 8.
She's going to stick a staff right up her thorax, isn't she?
13.
Come out with silk
plus
on that.
6 is 19 points of bludgeoning damage. So, minus 19. and then there will then be an extra 2d8 of psychic damage on top of that, which is...
Do you know the most
10.
disturbing fact I learned about spiders is?
Go on.
You're going to tell me
Their legs work like hydraulic presses.
Yes,
so they don't
I'd
have
heard
muscles
this
in their legs.
recently,
That's
yes.
why they curl up when they die. So essentially, they've got 8 boners for legs.
Love it.
Yeah, yeah. It's a hydraulic system that basically means that, yeah, as you say, that's why they curl.
That's why they do the
when there's
oracle.
no more. Yeah.
Excellent stuff. As Takami just sort of dashes forward then from where she stood next to Aegeus and strikes twice. Her astral arms then just come out. But what they do in this moment is they almost form a little bit of a shield in front of Aegeus and herself. Aegeus and Takami have a +2 to their AC.
Nice.
For the foreseeable future. And anybody that enters or leaves her reach now provoke opportunity attacks, even if they disengage. So there we go. I should also say, because I've just read this on Takami, I wrote this character sheet as well, and I really should remember this. Allies within 10 feet of Takami have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Nice.
It's probably a good time to tell you that if you're within 30 feet of me, you have advantage against fear and charm effects as well.
There we go. Everybody's got advantage on being
I have
charmed or
advantage against
fear.
charmed or frightened because I have a soul trinket, so we're all good.
There we go.
Just roll with advantage whenever you're doing it. Just
if you're rolling against charmed or fear, friends. Very good. I'll say in this moment then, as we roll around to the top of the initiative order as Aegeus, she's just sort of stood in front of you, these blades in front of you, and you begin to gear up for your next attack. And that is when you hear it. And the subtle squelching of fungal feet. And that, my friends, is where we will leave it.
She's called zombie reinforcements. God,
Let me.
I'm gonna have to
kill
start
this
banishing
bitch.
motherfuckers.
So there we go. I was not expecting you to just go, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna try and kill her.
I didn't expect it
and
to
you're
be
doing
like
a fairly
level
good
22
job.
map or whatever, which is impossible.
Yeah.
So, for anybody that's wondering, for anybody that's playing the home game and you've accessed our Patreon and got access to the bestiary of the Underdark, this is a creature known as the Drider Ascendant. So you can go look at the stats if you want. Players, please don't do that, because I don't need you cheating in the background. That'd be metagaming. Don't look at it. But yeah, anybody else that wants to have a look at that on Patreon, I mean, if you do it, I'll know. And there will be penalties for doing so.
Suddenly going to have 150 hit points.
Yeah, suddenly every disadvantage and weakness is exposed. Yeah, okay. But yes, so yeah, feel free to go check that out on Patreon. It is available to purchase as a standalone, or you can go and subscribe. That will earn you tickets for the giveaway. But yes, Steve, thank you once again for joining us. I know you are returning next week as well. And for a few episodes now, we've got Steve for at least a little bit of a stint now as we finish this arc the Underdark. So yes, we will be back next week with episode 97, 3 away from the century in campaign 2. So that's all I've got to say for Malt and Magic. The only other thing for me to say is if you've not already done it, go and back the Scorched Basin Kickstarter, which is absolutely smashing through stretch goals and all of the above, and is amazing. We've been involved, lots of creators have been involved. If you've not seen our social media post on that, where have you been? And all of the other social media around it. But yeah, go check that out. Go back, go support Homie and the Dude. Our very, very, very good friends and part of the Modern Magic family. And yeah, anything else from anybody else in the team?
Next time you're on the toilet scrolling through social media, enter our competition while you're having a poo.
There we go.
There we go.
Exactly that.
Yes, exactly.
You heard it here first. I want to say...
no half measures, poos only.
Yeah, exactly. Not while you're pissing. We don't want it while you're pissing.
Go on number ones.
Yeah. It's got to be a sit-down
I'm tempted
job.
to give extra tickets for if you admit
comment,
you were doing it while you're having a poo. Yeah.
No poo selfies. That will not be an extra ticket.
No, we don't need the pictures. We just need to know you were doing it while you're having a poo. Yeah.
I want to shout out Steve as well, dude. You were awesome tonight, dude. It was great playing with you for the first time. You're awesome.
Likewise, thank you. I'm loving it. Very happy to be invited back.
good.
Doesn't usually happen.
What do we not know?
Very good. Well, with that being said, we're going to roll over to Malt Magic Unrolled, where we will break this episode down, and you can catch that on Patreon as well. But until next time, stay safe. We love you all, and we will see you next time.